What's up, guys? Robert Optimal Bodies. Now, what's one thing that I think is holding a lot of people back that's overlooked and probably sounds too simple to be true, and what's holding people back from their body composition results, so fat loss, muscle building, and health. Health often gets overlooked, but it's an important aspect of health, and it's sleep. So it might sound stupid, you might think, oh no, it must be some other secret thing, I'm missing this secret supplement, or my training must be wrong, I need to do this sort of secret exercise. And just, if you look at when we're developing as babies, look how often they sleep, how frequent, for how long. Sleep is vastly important for all aspects of health. So if you watch this, think, oh, I sleep okay, it can't be that. If you're not getting an average 7 to 9 hours sleep every night consistently, then you're putting your health at risk, and most importantly for most people, you're going to suffer with your fat loss and your muscle building goals, which most of us have. If you want to get nice and sleek, toned, for most women, or a lot of men want to get big, or they just want to get ripped, along them sort of lines, any sort of goal that you're looking at, even if it's just recovery and you want to feel good the next day, if you want to be in a good mood and you want to be happy, and you don't want to be pre-diabetic, then sleep is going to really help you. So what happens is when we sleep, that is our body recovering. It's our parasympathetic nervous system, so it deals with things like resting and digesting and recovery, etc. So it's you putting your body in a state of rest and recovery, so it doesn't have to break down tissue to use as energy or anything like that. We're not in a fight or flight state, we're not running away from anything, we're not fighting, which is what your brain thinks is happening when you're out and about, and you get faced with these stressful events. Even in the gym, it's a stressful event. So we're recovering. Growth hormone, which is very important for fat loss and for muscle building and recovery of every tissue in your body. So if you're getting a lot of sleep, it can also make you look younger. So think about it for that. No more Botox or anything like that. So this is released periodically throughout the night in bursts. So you go into these deep sleeps, it's called rapid eye movement or REM sleep. You go into these deep sleeps, then you get waves of growth hormone up and down throughout the night, and it's allowing your body to recover. So if you're trying to build muscle, then you need these 7 to 9 hours to allow that growth hormone to come in. Growth hormone is shown to be very, very important for muscle growth. Look at pro bodybuilders that inject growth hormone. They're doing it for a reason. They're trying to get shredded and trying to get big at the same time. So if you're trying to lose fat, you want this hormone released. If you're trying to grow muscle, you want this hormone released. If you're trying to look younger and just want to be healthy, you want all your organs to be functioning optimally, you want this hormone released. And how to do it? You just get more sleep. So if you're really struggling, we need to get that 7 to 9 hours sleep. And it can also, you see people aren't enough sleep, look how moody or anxious or depressed they seem the next day. If you see someone at work and they're hitting the coffee and it's just downhill from there, they're having to have caffeine bursts up and down all day. So all your neurotransmitters, and these are things that affect our emotions, so things like dopamine, adrenaline, etc. These neurotransmitters, they can help us be happy. So these things get replenished during sleep. So say you use them through the day and then you don't have enough sleep to let them replenish. The next day you're low on these neurotransmitters, you're lethargic, you're moody, you're irritable. So just getting enough sleep, how good do you feel when you have a good night's sleep and you get that early night and you're ready the next day? You're ready to hit the gym because your neurotransmitters get drained a lot more, so your nervous system gets drained a lot more than say your glycogen, so your carb stores for your muscle. The nervous system works very hard. It goes from your brain all the way down your peripheral nervous system to allow your arm to move, for example. That uses a lot of energy. So you need this to replenish, to lift heavy weight, to perhaps do those sprints that you wanted to do, to create the stimulus for muscle growth and fat loss. So sleep is very important. Studies are showing that if you have less sleep, so I think it's less than 5 or 6 hours, the next day you overeat by average of 20%, and that adds up over the week. So you might be in a slight calorie deficit, which allows you to lose body fat. You might just creep over that threshold because you've had less sleep, so you overeat the next day because it messes your satiety hormones up, and that could be just unlocking the key to your fat loss goals just by getting enough sleep. So people are actually pre-diabetic, if not already diabetic, so you can actually be in a pre-diabetic state if you don't have enough sleep the next day. So basically your cells are they're more resistant to insulin. They need to be sensitive to insulin to absorb it. So you're at more risk for something like a heart attack, which none of us want. So what can we do? Here's my tips. Made a few here to improve that sleep. You want to sleep in a nice, cool, dark room to start off with. Allows your body to relax. Your body falls asleep much better at a certain temperature, lower temperature than expected. So don't get the heating blasting or get all wrapped up with the heaters on, etc. You want to be in a nice, cool, dark room. That's often why you feel better if you put that. You whip your covers over to the side and you put your leg out of bed. You feel a lot more relaxed. So don't be overheated, and don't be sat playing on your phone. I'd say after 9 p.m. or TV screens. This bright light, your brain thinks that's sunlight. So this bright light tells your brain not to secrete a hormone called melatonin. Melatonin needs to be released when it's dark to allow you to start to relax, and it tells your body you're ready to sleep. So the darkness helps that, the lack of light helps that, and just be nice and relaxed. Maybe a face mask might help if you've got like things like alarm clocks or there's some light being able to shine through. So that's a good one if you're really struggling to relax. And I'd get into a routine. So at the minute you might go and sleep at like 1 in the morning or something. It's not going to happen overnight. It might take a couple of weeks of going to bed, maybe 10:30, trying to get to sleep, keeping in a dark room, keeping cool, keeping off your phone, keep off Facebook, Twitter, emails, just relax. That's a stressful thing for your body to quickly keep up with texts or Facebook. Just put your phone away, it'll still be there in the morning, and that'll help your body relax. It's not having this stressful stimulus firing at you. And again, just get into a healthy sleep pattern. That's all I'd say. So, and it just does take time. Don't go to bed at 10 o'clock tonight and think, I'm wide awake, you just laid there, this isn't helping, what is this guy talking about? It's going to take time. Do it consistently. Maybe avoid going out for a couple of weeks, because coming in at 5 in the morning is really going to mess that up if you're doing that every Friday or Saturday night. So schedule it where you haven't got nights out or events planned, and you can get into a nice pattern. And then once a month you can have that late night, and trust me, you appreciate the sleep the next day as you get used to it. So for fat loss, health, muscle building, not being diabetic, not getting heart attacks, 7 to 9 hours sleep is your goal, and I'm telling you, your workouts will be excellent. You'll look better the next day, you'll eat less the next day, and take it from there. So please like and share my page. Please like and share this video, show your friends. Just gives us an idea that who we're getting through to, and if it's worth keeping making them. So appreciate people that do watch them, and massively appreciate if you do actually like the video, so I know you've seen it, and that's great. Okay, so any questions and anything you want future videos on or anything like that, just drop us a message either on my page or privately, and we'll hopefully be able to sort you out. So thanks for listening, guys. Robert Optimal Bodies, cheers.